Fuck! It'd be creepy to know where you live. Stupid!
Hello, I'm the Internet Oddity Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Okay, enough with the referencing shit. Ever heard of the infamous "everything has an origin" quote from Mephiles in Sonic 06?
Just as a flower comes from a seed, or a chicken comes from an egg, everything has an origin.
Well, sometimes that thing takes way too much origin from the primary example, which is why we're going to be discussing ripoffs. Well, not all ripoffs are bad. Take Sausage Party for example. Yes, I know it isn't for kids, but the idea of the supermarket fight scene was way too similar. Yet the movie has proper animation, voice acting, dialogue, and does not look like a lazily made SFM nightmare fuel VHS tape. I was going to break this down in the previous episode, link in the description, but I jolted more towards Aron's unbelievably idiotic griefing. Without further ado, let's get started. First, the title. I'm not going to even explain this one. Now the episodes, these are the more recent ones. As you can see, they also have the same titles. Even the antagonist groups share the same name. Nisox, Maretsuki, and Irene have their own debuts too. Holy shit, that's so cool, but no one else did this. His fourth wall breaks are bland and unentertaining.
Lost Sea Hoppities. Wow, I like that company that was against Lost No Hoppities, because this team will be the main antagonists of the final season of the Hoppity Cooper show, and the final battle will be coming as soon as possible.
It's not even funny like this one.
What the hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie? Now.
Downfall parodies using Midnight Horror School. All they do is talk about Doan himself. You've once again turned a kids show into something that no one would even bother batting an eyelid at. If I knew better, it's actually quite depressing knowing Chin gets this for his painful 9-year progress. Unlike Smash Bros. LOL, which was tributed with loads of interesting movesets, the Frollo show has idiots who don't even try to make a decent video. I don't know any other fan series based on the Frollo show than these 3 bootlegs. It all started with I Love Amy Rose, when he was the first to make a Frollo show fan series where Amy Rose would just be pasted onto it. But it was so disgusting, I didn't even bother downloading and showing it here. It was later deleted by Isla himself, which is why Doan isn't the only moron copying the master of motion graphics. On the Frollo show wiki, yes of course, the playground for these unoriginal imbeciles, there is an article called The Tommy Way Show, created by who's this? Nathan's Ultimate Channel? And oh no, it's already gotten a direct novel to series adaptation, but hey, this is the only time we've seen a story get turned into a crappy piece of entertainment. Let's see what it is, shall we? Oh god, the masking. It's so reminiscent of Isla's. The plots copy the Frollo show too much. The background removal is so weak. They aren't even talking. One scene is just repeated constantly. The scenes aren't even cropped. The motion graphics. Where the fuck did the coffin go? The background of the characters is too visible. The angular cuts are all too... Hold on guys, I think I'm gonna throw up from watching all that. The way everything is placed out is just so confusing for a viewer with only one pair of eyes. Just let me find the nearest bathroom first. Voila! So there you have it folks. Now we have 3 inferior knockoffs. Ironically, the Frollo show is about using pre-made sources, but there are 2 things that separate it from Aron Doan. Number 1. The Frollo show is done in the style of YTPs. However, Aron's seems more like the bastard of Go Animate and those weird B-memes you'd find on the internet. Actually, now that I've thought about it, could Aron be harassing editors like Moon because he can't edit good enough himself? Number 2. Chin acknowledges his source material. Chin admits that the Frollo show has come from other forms of digital entertainment, but has introduced new concepts like the bro pose and cousin characters. Aron doesn't admit he's taken these characters from somewhere and has only given us the idea of using stock image backgrounds pasted on mouths, stock character images, and using AIs as their voice actors, moving the characters by dragging them across the screen, which also came from Go Animate. There are also 2 differences with these merely equalizing yet contrasting terms: referencing and ripping off. Ripping off is when something looks or sounds too similar within the arc of a demograph and looks extremely inferior in design. Referencing, sometimes called parodying, is when ripping off is done. but it's done with alternations to the original and doesn't last that long. Memes are a great example of this, giving it some contrasting style as well. There's also cameos where something is just thrown in for a joke, but that's not really either of our topics we've discussed. Now that we've acknowledged the differences in the ways of the which came first lore, I just want to say if you use characters from the Frollo show, some are even seen in LOL, that's fine. I even used Mephiles and Figureline in my Brody Quest parody, as long as it seems eligible to watch. Aron, Doan and Nathan's Ultimate channel. Theirs has so much errors, and of course, because of the Tommy Wee show being a Frollo show ripoff, the article was removed. The reaction that comes next is priceless. God damn it, cries. Fuck you and each and every one of you, and because of this you can go to hell. Cries. I tell him, no one is going to hell because of your poor shitty Fanon. If anyone is going to hell, it's you for causing misery and insanity to the innocent over the years. Remember this comment, it will get more relevant later. Doan's response is, you're mean. Cries. Starts to cry. Don't even start with this shit. I hate you. My life's finished. Grabs a gun and blows my brains out. What? Commenting this before this gets deleted, laugh out loud. Seriously, don't do that. This is a wiki for the Frollo show only. You don't have the right to do that. Hey, what the fuck? Cries. Some motherfuckers tries to delete this page, those sons of bitches. It needs to be deleted. It has nothing to do here. This wiki is about the Frollo show and other things by Chincharinas. Whoever made this page is a vandal who didn't respect the rules. I can't delete this myself, so I did this, waiting for an admin to take care of it. Rule number 1. Please keep all content related to the Frollo show. Only add information about outside material when it is deemed necessary. Example, a character's bio, or if it relates to another Chincharina series, Smash Bros. LoL Elite Fighters. The article itself literally makes no sense, as the description provided blatantly contradicts the actual Tommy Wee show, and this is more so a giant outlet for pure fanfic bullshit. Dude, just stop. You're vandalizing the wiki for absolutely no reason. If you want to try doing that sort of thing, please do it elsewhere. I don't think Aron Doan is the one who made the page, but I think they are friends though. Also, there exist 2 Tommy Wee shows on YouTube, and this page was about a blatant Frollo show copy. And anyway, the one who made this can kiss this page goodbye. There's already a series called The Tommy Wee Show made by Wazoo himself. It even ripped off the same name. Wow, this is proof of how uncreative these two are. I now know the holy trinity of Sega-loving internet retards. Chris Chan is the father. He was the first internet moron who made plagiarism of famous brands and was easily triggered by his trolls. Isla is the son because he's a son of a bitch and also made shit videos of Amy Rose. And Aron Doan is the holy spirit because holy shit, we've never seen him in real life. He's madly in love with Tailsco. He's probably a ghost on a computer. Or what if he's not human at all? Guys, I think it's time to come clean. If you power scaled everyone, Aron Doan would be at the top. The reason I say this is because he's in denial of everything we only know. Could Aron Doan be a form of purity, a being so advanced that we can't interpret him and can only condemn him as we do not fully perceive his capabilities or machinations? What if his role playing works? What if he succeeds in a place where whatever he types happens? Science and logic, ethics we came up with to contemplate at the laws of our universe, they are obsolete to him. Sometimes what we can't realize from a perception is what we want to get rid of because of our frustration towards it being unable to elicit it to our needs. What we wish for, stuff we haven't feasibly accomplished in the natural domain. Aron Doan has obtained all this without having to move a single finger. Could he be looking down on us from hundreds of light years away, possibly in a more simpler realm than ours? We, the mere mortals, laughing at our responses towards his actions. Doan acts like a man-child because he wants us to be mad. He wants us to rant at him. He wants us to shout because he knows it's all we can do. He's not a he or him, but actually an it. Everything it's done, everyone it's made suffer. It doesn't care, it doesn't even feel pain, it wants our attention. Its display of suicide is to mock us as we only have one life. It can't be killed. It doesn't have sympathetic emotion. I now know its true plan. The Hoppity Hooper show is proof of those characters being absorbed by him and thrown into his horrible display. Doan is engulfing thousands of galaxies and putting their remnants here. This is his final plan, to take every single character and put it in his show. Every game you've played, every movie you've watched, it will all be in the Hoppity Hooper show. Everyone has tried to defeat it, but what if it keeps ascending until it is strong enough to take the last existing origin away and make it his own? Aron Doan isn't stealing characters. Their contextual universes are already abolished. They are nothing but dolls for it to add to its collection. Do you know what that would be like? There won't be history of anyone or anything. It will all be reforged by Doan. And yet, I can still hear the screams of his victims. Their voices haunt me.
Jesus freaking Christ!
I have it! I don't want to talk to that fucking...
Aron Doan is probably the most retarded user.
Aron Doan. I wonder why you steal characters.
And there's nothing we can do to... Excuse me for a minute. Oh, holy, blessed, divine mother fiction, goddess of fantasy, bestow upon thou your greatest powers, and I will salvage thee from the immortal tyrant who seeks his way into our existence. I'm ready. I've mastered all the skills to defeat you. Aron Doan, you're going Aron down. I'm coming for you. Let's end this today. The only one that will tolerate your man-child behavior is me, so give me everything you've got. Alright.